up? How you guys doing? Just wanted to share a little bit of the science behind frequency and what all the fuss is about and why I'm so passionate about it and why I want to share it with you all because it's really powerful and incredible. And I think when you see the visuals, when you really see what's happening in your body through frequency, it makes a much bigger impact. So I'm going to show this here again in a second. I'm going to share this out. Hey, hello, hello. So, yeah, that was a diagram by Dr. Masaru Emoto. Excuse me, just getting choked up. And he did some studies on water, but I wanted to show that diagram, that picture of the Masaru Emoto testing that he did, because it's really incredible what he shows on there, that what frequency and intention actually does to matter. It changes it, it shifts it, and this has not been known knowledge, at least in the wide mainstream, in our immediate understanding. But when we can start learning this and living by it and understanding that what we speak, what we think about, what we are doing is infecting and affecting everything around us, including all of our cells. Everything within us is shifting and changing, and it literally changes our molecules and our DNA. It actually shifts the energy in us because we are not solid creatures. We think we are, but the science is now coming out showing that we are actually, the percentage is so high of what we are, that we are primarily energetic beings, and that all of this energy is collecting and is attracted to each other, and it creates this illusion of matter. And so when we can learn to operate more in the energetic realm by knowing about it, by understanding it and understanding how it works, we can more effectively move through our lives, because we're actually playing by the energetic rules then, and not by the secondary rules of matter and physicality. It just opens up a whole new world, and we're able to do more than we thought we could do. It actually starts to make a whole lot more sense, people who operate in telepathy and intuition and knowings and feelings and psychic abilities. If you are interested in this topic and you don't know a whole lot about it, or maybe you do know a whole lot about it and you just want to find a community of people who are also talking about this and learning more about it and expanding and growing, then please join my frequency healing community. We've got a good little group. You can grow over there, you can learn. I'm going to lead meditations. I'm going over there right after this one, and I'm going to do a 432 hertz meditation. So first of all, I want to talk about the Dr. Masaru Emoto study that he did. I showed this at the beginning. When I saw this just really opened my eyes. So what he did is he took sterilized water. Okay, good, Ben. He took sterilized water, and in a scientific study, he started experimenting with how different words affected the water and different prayers. And he also did it with way more than just what's shown here. But as you can see on the top row, look at how incredibly symmetric and balanced and beautiful the shapes are that come from those words: the compassion, thank you, wisdom. I really like that last one because that's the difference between the water that has been prayed over. The prayed over water, a Buddhist prayer at the top, is what happened, versus the same water before it had been prayed over. And then you can see on the bottom row, not that there's anything wrong with heavy metal music, but it doesn't look that great. And then, I want to kill you, and you fool. So what he did here is he had the speaking over this water, and I'm not exactly sure how long he did that for. And then he took the water and he froze the water. And then with a very powerful microscope, he looked at the ice crystals that were formed through this experiment. And the results are really eye-opening, especially when you understand that we are 70% water, and that think of how powerful it is, and not only that it's making pretty shapes in you, but what this means is this is creating harmony in your soul. It's creating harmony literally within your cells. When you're speaking these good, positive thoughts and feelings, they are actually creating positive results literally within your body, within your cells. It's shaping the water into harmonious shapes. And the negativity, the I want to kill you, the you fool, the things that really we know innately do not feel good to us, they literally are creating chaos. And I just wanted to put this on here too because, for so long I think a lot of us have believed, well, when we pray, we are evoking the blessing or the non-blessing from a God. But honestly, it's way more organic than that. It literally is. It's not, I hope that I can appeal to this God out here who will then bestow upon me the many blessings that I deserve. Or if that doesn't happen, then that must mean I'm not deserving and that I don't have God's blessing. It is not that at all. It literally is this alignment with what is natural and what is nature within you. And so by showing this, the difference between praying and when you're not praying, and I don't think it has anything to do with pleasing a God. I think it has to do with when you pray, when you are setting your attention, when you are putting out there that I believe, I trust that this is the way for me. And honestly, there's a whole teaching with prayer. I mean, there's so much more power in the type of prayers that are not trying to get something to happen, but just allowing what needs to happen. That's way more powerful than trying to get, because that just aligns you with more chaos. I'm actually alive right now, honey. So, okay. So there's way more power in more of a meditative type prayer where we're actually aligning with love, because I really believe love is the true nature of what we are. We are naturally harmonious, and so when we fill our minds with things that go against that harmony, that's why the chaos happens. That's why the ice crystals look like a big mess on the bottom row there. And you can see this in nature. And that's why I say when we align with nature, as meaning the God spirit in everything, think of the snowflakes. Think of all the fractals that we find happening naturally in the earth, and how incredible, beautiful, and balanced everything is. And when you break down what's really going on, it's a communication between cells, between energy. So this stuff really excites me not because it's just science. It excites me because it applies to our everyday lives. This is what I really want us to understand, that as we walk in love, when we choose love, when it's not easy to choose love, we are actually choosing a frequency. We are allowing ourselves to stay in a place of harmony. And when we have chosen, rage or hate, and we've had horrible things happen to us, and I totally understand, we all have this. We all have this whole grouping of frequencies going on in our bodies. And it's not bad or wrong to have the negative there. It's just our teacher. We learn from it. But when we start to learn what's actually happening, we can grow, I think, easier because we understand, we have understanding. And it's just showing how energy, vibration affects matter, and the difference in the different kinds of energy and vibration. And as we learn to cultivate compassion, gratefulness, wisdom, and aligned, restful prayer and centeredness, look at what it can do to your cells. And the opposite is also true, which you see down below in the bottom row there. So it's just important. This is like our baseline, you know. This is not some kind of added thing we should know about. This is like the thing we should know about. It's really important because it affects everything in our daily lives. So it's just a really powerful understanding. He took water, froze it, looked at the ice crystals after doing this study, after speaking these words in a scientific study, showing what it does to the water and how it's affecting your body and your energy field and everything around you. But this has really incredibly shifted so much for me, knowing this, knowing more of the science behind things. And I'm really grateful that the science is now starting to catch up to a lot of the spiritual principle that a lot of us have lived by, and maybe in kind of in some cases in a warped way, which is helpful, again, to even know more of the science, even for the ones that have lived by the Spirit, because we can have more understanding and have more unity there, and not be at war with each other, but be working together and learning together. So thank you all for joining me. Please join my group. Link is in the description for the Frequency Healing Community if you want to know more. I'm going to head over there right now and do a short 432 Hertz meditation. So come over there and join us, and I will see you all again very soon. Mwah! Much love.